Greetings and welcome, people. Well, with the exception of a few short spells of rain, the good weather continues. So maybe we can start being a bit more optimistic about how the weather's going to be. Let's keep our fingers crossed and get out there and enjoy ourselves. Nope, not that one. Oh, no, next one. Here we go. So I'm still working on the video footage from the Mr. Fish beginning of season ride out, meet-up, whatever you want to call it. I didn't actually record that much footage, but it's taken me a while to make something of it. So hopefully it won't be too disappointing when it finally hits the tube. So one of the things I'm hoping to do today is to address one of the issues that's become apparent from switching over to the microphone for the camera rather than having a dedicated Bluetooth headset to record from. And that is, while it does seem to do a fairly good job of, oh dear, this road is bumpy, do a fairly good job of recording my commentary and picks up some of the engine noises, it's oh goodness, this is a really bad bit of road, that maybe this wasn't a great idea. It doesn't pick up any of the exhaust note, even when I'm turning on the taps a bit. Now I don't know why that should be the case, because the microphone position in this helmet is pretty much identical to where it was in the old helmet, so I don't know that it's necessarily a case of where the microphone is located that's causing the problem. Maybe it's this helmet, maybe it's a lot less conducive to good external noise pickup, or it may be just that this microphone and camera setup is what's reducing external noise pickup. So what I'm doing at the moment is I have an old mobile phone in a what we in the UK call a bum bag. Our American and other friends across the water call fanny packs, but to us it's the bum bag. I've got an old Samsung mobile phone in there with a microphone plugged in. So just basically got that slung round behind my back at the moment to protect it from the worst excesses of the wind as I'm riding along. I'll see whether that picks up any decent exhaust note. I will also, maybe not today, maybe on another ride, try it under the seat. I've heard that possibly Royal Jordanian uses a voice recorder tucked away underneath the seat of his bike to record exhaust sounds, but I would assume that what he's using is a bit better than an old Android phone. He's probably using a Zoom or a Tascam audio recorder or something like that. So if this test looks to be, or sounds to be in any way promising, I might look into getting a Zoom portable audio recorder to position somewhere on my person or on the bike to record exhaust note. I think you can get a sort of like a lower end Zoom I'm not sure what the model number is. I'll have to look it up and put it at the bottom of the screen. A Zoom portable audio recorder for about 70 to 80 pounds. But then I suppose you might say, well, you probably spend a little bit more than that and get a Bluetooth headset that you could record your audio through and have the facility of a Bluetooth headset as well. This is true. But I am hoping that I can continue to avoid the need for a Bluetooth headset by... Can't see anything around that corner. So that's fun on a dark night. Yeah, so and plus I have located a lavalier microphone that I had a while ago. Ooh, not very good roads these. I think I've made a bit of a boo-boo coming along here. Always looks a lot better on Google Maps than it does in real life. But anyway, here we are. Yeah, so I could also experiment, as I think I did mention recently, with fitting a lavalier mic somewhere in my crash helmet. Oh, excuse me. And run the wire down into to plug into a phone in my jacket. We shall see how that goes. So there are options before I go springing a load of cash on a Bluetooth headset. Coming into the village of Eastdean, as you saw on the signs back there. Very picturesque village, apart from the construction works going on down here. I wonder if those lights have picked up my bike. Oh, gravelly. So yeah, it was an enjoyable time up at Rikers at Box Hill on Sunday, meeting up with some other moto vloggers and YouTubers. See that quite a few of them are starting to put up their videos from that day. Hopefully I will be able to get to mine fairly soon. And I'm hoping that when I get back from this ride I can upload this footage to my computer and finish editing the previous one. I'd like rather not get a big backlog of videos to edit. Quite nice around here. I don't think I've ridden along this way before. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Going into Charlton. There's a very nice pub here, as you can tell by all the vehicles parked outside. Car park is full. It's a very nice pub. Fox goes free. I've been out here a couple of times with family. Very pleasant indeed. Thoroughly recommend it. Ow. So on my last video, which hopefully you'll have seen by now, I did allude to something I was going to talk about on the last one, but decided not to. I said I would leave it for the next one, which in theory would be this one, but I've decided I will let it continue on for a bit longer. Thank you very much. Very nice properties around here. They're worth a fair bit, especially with views like that. Coming into Singleton now, and just along here is a pub where Scooter Girlie and her other scooter riding compatriots I think I might have gone the wrong way, never mind. I think I've gone around the back road. It's very nice. Anyway. Yeah, Scooter Girlie and her other scooter riding colleagues. It's that pub up there, I think. Yes, it's up there indeed. Have to call in and get some fuel before I head for home. Not doing too bad. Started off on Sunday with best part of the full tank. I think I had about 50 miles on the clock on this tank full, and after going up to Rikers on Sunday, I think I had something like 100 and something miles, 150 I think, so yeah, up to 164 miles. Low fuel warning lights just come on, so I think I've got a good gallon left in there. Obviously don't want to push it too far. I don't fancy pushing the bike at all. It's very heavy. So I will have not a slow ride home, but a chill ride home. As I say, stopping off for fuel on the way. I didn't really want to get stuck behind the bus. Plus he only just stuck his indicator on as I was about to go past, so yeah, I think we're good. Nice view out over the Lavant Valley there. lot of water in the fields. I think all the underground aquifers in this area are absolutely chock full to the brim. The water's got nowhere to go. And every time we get a couple of dry days, we think everything's starting to settle down, we get another bit of heavy rainfall. One conclusion I have arrived at with editing my videos for the channel is that since I've gone to editing 2K videos, my computer setup is really starting to struggle. So I'm hoping that before much longer I'll be able to get a motherboard, processor and memory upgrade. I'm hoping to go to a AMD Ryzen 7 with a more up-to-date motherboard than. So I've had that quite a few years now, and I never chase technology. I never immediately jump to the latest thing, even though I spent my my working life in IT. I think it's, maybe probably because of that I realise that jumping to the latest technology is not necessarily a good thing. It's a good idea to let it mature, let it settle, let them get all the bugs out. And also the latest technology quite often attracts premium prices as well. So obviously AMD Ryzen 7 is quite old now. But it should still be good for what I need to do. I'm not heavily into gaming or anything like that. There are a few games that I like to play. Mainly first-person shooters, things like Ghost Recon, that type of thing. And I don't normally play it in online or tournament mode or anything like that. I just normally play by myself against the machine. Because I'm sad and lonely. Not really. So I can't remember off the top of my head what the machine is I have at the moment. It's an AMD processor, FX 8570 or something like that. Again, I'll put that at the bottom of the screen once I've found out what it is. And the motherboard I've got is I populated it with the maximum amount of Austin Princess. Maximum amount of memory it'll take, which is 32 gigabytes, which is, so it's not the memory that's the problem. When I look at the Windows Task Manager resources, display when I'm doing anything on my video editing software, I keep expecting to see the graphics card pinned or the memory pin or something like that, but basically it's the processor that's maxed out. which is strange to me because I would have thought that video editing software would use the graphics card for most of its processing. So yes, I need a processor upgrade, which means I need a new motherboard, which means I need new memory, which probably also means I need a new cooler as well. So the setup I'm looking at comes to just under 400 quid. So, but that will last me a significant amount of time. Like I say, the setup I've got now I've had for 6-7 years, something like that. So it's not like, as I say, I don't jump from one set of technology to the other as soon as it becomes available. So hopefully that will happen. Well, I'd like it to happen this year, but in the meantime I'll just have to struggle with, or watch my machine struggle with the workload I'm putting on it. So one of the problems that I have with it is that when I load the individual clips off of the cameras into the computer, I mean, yes, it takes several minutes to transfer them over USB cable from the camera to the computer, but nothing much I can do about that. It's the cameras that are causing the problem there. I suppose I could take the memory cards out of the out of the cameras and stick them directly in the computer. That would probably speed things up, but as I say, I transfer all the footage from the cameras to the computer, and then when I load the clips into the video editing software, it goes through a process of what they call shadow file creation. Basically that's something that helps speed up the video editing process by making slightly lower resolution versions of your video files for you to actually work on, and then it goes through and renders the full resolution from the original files when you finish your editing. But creating those, what they call shadow files, takes quite a few minutes per clip, which obviously when you've got 15-20 clips for a short ride, that's from 2 cameras, that can take quite a long time. And I've also noticed that I have to load them in one at a time, because if I try to load them all in and then walk away and leave it, quite often it causes corruption in the shadow files, because what it does is it tries to create shadow files for every clip all at the same time. So I do them one at a time, let one finish, start the next one, and as you can appreciate, that takes a while. So I'm hoping that if I can upgrade my machine, I don't think memory is the problem, the graphics card's not the problem, it's the processor. So if I can get a more up-to-date, more powerful processor, that should eliminate a lot of that headache. How long has that been there? Have they made that pond, or is that just formed from the rain? I don't know. Oh, that's quite nice, that sun on me now. Very pleasant. But yeah, I think I'm going to wind this video up now. I think that'll do. I'll just say thank you very much again for stopping by and taking a look. And I'll speak to you on the next one. Cheerio for now. Bye.